So now, among the focus areas, infrastructure, private equity, agriculture, like you've said, which do you believe deserves more pension investment, and what makes this sector both viable and secure for retirees?
Okay. So again, before I go into that, when you come to investments, the framework for investing in, let's say, Fund 1 and Fund 2. Fund 1 and Fund 2 are for people that are young.
Okay.
You still have maybe 20 years in service, so you can take more risk. So you choose by yourself, I want to be in Fund 1 or Fund 2 because I want to be aggressive when it comes to returns for my pensions. So you go to the PFA, sign the form, and you now take the risk. The risk doesn't mean your money can disappear at any time. Again, PENCOM and PFAs, the first thing they try to do is try to secure and conserve your funds. They are more aggressive. It means 20-30% of the funds in Fund 1 can be played in with equity or variable income.
Okay.
While for a retiree, Fund 3 is for when you're about to retire. Fund 4 is for retirees. You cannot carry a retiree's money or somebody that is 55 waiting for 5 years and go and start playing in equities or variable income. It's more risky. So what do you do? What does PENCOM say you should do? You should make sure that you do not have enough exposure that is going to affect their savings when it comes to retire. So you see that exposure for Fund 3 and Fund 4, pre-retirement and retirement, most of the funds, like 60 to 80%, are for federal government bonds or federal government papers. Something that is risk averse, that will make sure that retiree retires with their money intact. So when it comes to your question now, this new guideline, what do I think pension funds should be invested in? Where I work now, asset management, we concentrate on Islamic finance. If you notice, federal government builds roads where you see a signboard that says Sukuk. This road is built with Sukuk 1, Sukuk 2. So Sukuk is an Islamic bond that is for federal government. They've been using it for infrastructure development when it comes to roads and bridges.
Yes.
The last 2-3 Sukuks have been so oversubscribed that the federal government has had to take more money than it wanted and return some to the public. What does this mean? They wanted to raise 300 billion naira, the last one, to repair our roads, transportation infrastructure, and they ended up raising over 1 trillion naira. So you can see that Nigeria, number one, has a deficit when it comes to infrastructure. The cash is available outside in the market, PFAs, individuals, and people are hungry for investment vehicles that will allow them gain good returns, because federal government bonds could have very good returns for investors. On one end, that's for us asset management companies, and on the second part, it helps the country industrialize and repair its infrastructure. So for me, infrastructure, I think, will be the best thing to put funds into. Yes, for me personally.
Okay.
Because if you invest in infrastructure, everything else gets better.
Okay.